Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I wanted to show you one of my recently completed diamond painting kits that's from a new to me shop. So we're going to be talking about a mini set from, well, this branding says Diamond Art King, but they have rebranded to Pretty Little Gem, and you've probably seen their advertisements come across your feed. I purchased this set back in November of 2024, and then about a month later, they sent out an email saying, officially we're rebranding from Diamond Art King to Pretty Little Gem. My understanding, taking a look at others that have ordered from them since the branding change, is that basically what's changed is how the box looks. Otherwise, the materials and the quality and everything looks to be the same. So hopefully you'll find this review to be helpful to see if you want to purchase from now Pretty Little Gem. Now, specifically what I'm going to be sharing with you is their dress set. And the way that these mini sets work is that there's lots of different themes. There's this company called Paint Gem that I feel like really popularized this concept, and a lot about this kit honestly reminded me of Paint Gem. Even the boxes are identical in terms of the shape and everything and size to Paint Gem. The Pretty Little Gem ones are slightly different though, so they have made a bit of a change there. But Pretty Little Gem, if I call them Diamond Art King sometimes, I hope you'll know what I mean, right? Anyway, they have a lot of different themes available and a lot of unique ones, I feel like, compared to what I've seen out there. So I was really interested to check them out and decided to go ahead and work on one of these sets in the last month for an event called Mini DP Madness. And I was coming off of working on a couple of really big kits, which 2026 has weirdly been a year where I've been loving working on large kits, like back to back to back. It's really unusual for me, quite honestly. So I thought, I've been working on these really big kits. Let's work on a small set just to mix things up. So if you want to peek at my kind of initial thoughts, I have my diamond painting logbook over here. This is actually my third one. I just started it a couple of months ago because I filled up my second one. And I didn't have a sticker or any other image to insert in this one, so I'm going to have to print out a picture myself to tape in, because I really do like to have pictures of all the kits that I work on in here to reference. But I write down the stats and my thoughts about working on a kit. So I have things like the artist for their kits, as far as I'm aware, is an in-house artist. The size on these is 13 by 17 centimeters. It came with 45 colors, square drills. All of these mini sets seem to be square drills. I started it on the 14th of March, finished on the 21st. And there's the number of finishes, number 248 overall, 8 for the year. I counted the whole set as 1. Confetti, I gave this one a 5 out of 10, just kind of middle of the road. Enjoyment, a 3 out of 10. Now, I do want to tell you guys right up front, enjoyment is a highly subjective number. And this one, the enjoyment rating is not really because of the quality. It's because of my mood and how I was feeling about working on a mini set for the most part. So take that with a big grain of salt, please. Loved, meh, we're going to go through all of that. And I just made sure I noted, when I purchased, it was Diamond Art King. Now they're Pretty Little Gem. So I'll link to the unboxing video if you'd like to hear my first impressions opening this one. And I also got a coffee themed set that was cute. And they've added a lot more themes since then and have a lot in stock right now. I'm not an affiliate. I purchased this myself. I glanced just to see they don't have any discount codes, which is fine. But I was like, if I can save you guys money, sure. But they also have decent prices. This one, it looked like it was currently on sale as of the time of this filming for $19.99. That's really not a bad price for this mini set. But as far as what was included, it came with a toolkit, which I tossed, little thank you card here. And the canvases, I believe there were 12 in total. And they put all the drills loose in this bag, which I didn't love. I think that they've kind of consolidated them down into a smaller bag since moving to Pretty Little Gem. And this was a sticker sheet with the different labels that you could use. I decided to just leave this as a walking legend of sorts. I just kind of set it next to me. And then I'd look and go, okay, what do I need? Symbol number 7 is number 307. And then I'd go into here and find, the DMC number 307. This number here is the DMC code. And was it super elegant? No, but I was feeling really too lazy to actually get up these diamonds into storage containers. I kind of let me just work out of bags. It's a really small set. I'll just work out of these. I had plenty of diamonds, which was helpful because there were a couple of trash-prone colors. I'm going to try not to constantly be comparing them to other companies, but what I will say is that there was quite a lot about this kit, including the drills themselves, like the kind of quality and what it was like to work with them, that reminded me so strongly of Paint Gem that I would be curious to know if they maybe shared a manufacturer, which is fine, really, but I'm drawing those parallels because it's something that stood out to me. And if you're looking for a kind of comparison for yourself, if you worked on Paint Gems, I feel like overall this was a pretty similar experience. So there were, I think, 12 of these in total. I'll show you. They were all different dresses. I had a couple of people ask if, and you know what? This was a fair question because when I looked at this listing, I originally thought like, oh, like Disney princess dresses. These, as I worked on them and looked closer, I thought, no, these aren't specifically themed after specific Disney princesses. Some of the color palettes make me think of particular Disney princesses. Like this one kind of reminds me of Jasmine. This one kind of made me think of Rapunzel. This one kind of Mirabelle, not exactly, more the style than anything. But I think that wasn't intentional. I don't think these are designed to be Disney princess dresses. I think they're just different dress styles in general. So you can see they look, in my opinion, really cute completed. These canvases, the way the canvases are done, really strongly reminds me of Paint Gem. It's kind of the rough cut edges and like there's no finishing, and sometimes it's kind of a rough line here, which if you're popping these in a frame is not a huge deal. But I still want to point it out. It's like kind of this stiff oilcloth sort of material. I don't know if that's what it actually is, but that's kind of the idea. And yeah, but the rendering, how they did the pixel art for these, I thought was actually very nice. The level of detail is really pretty. You can really tell like the clean lines, and there's a lot of consistency and symmetry. Like you can see like even just how they did the dresses and stuff, like this little accent bits and folds. This reminded me of that that gold medal figure skating Olympians dress, Elisa Liu. And it was fun to have these different styles. This made me think of a flower. Now, I did struggle with a little bit of just getting these to lay nicely. I don't know if it was me or the glue or the drills, but they kind of wanted to travel a little bit after they were down, like just a little bit. But I also was kind of just at a point wanting to push through and be done with these because I was not having as much fun as I expected to, which I hate to report back and say. But it is what it is. Oh, is my little void kitty gonna come say hello? He kind of is poking his nose over here like, what you doing? You guys know he likes to make an appearance every once in a while. So yeah, 12 dresses in total. And I'm of two minds with this kit. Objectively speaking, I think that these turned out great. I think this was a cute and fun set, but subjectively speaking, I was bored and I wanted to get back to a more traditional diamond painting on like a bigger canvas. And that is why I ranked the enjoyment so low. Is this just kind of got to a point where I was like, do I really want to pull it out and work on it? Not really. Like, when am I going to get to go back to a bigger diamond painting? And so I don't know what to do about that. My recommendation generally is that if you're feeling that, like, switch to another painting. Life's too short to work on a kit you're not loving, you know? And so that's generally my recommendation. But so there's my subjective experience, sorry, tongue-tied. And then there's kind of, if I'm trying to be objective about this, let's also chat about that. So canvas material was fine. I have put canvas material like this into photo albums as well as picture frames. It looks great. The fact that it is stiff actually helps because then it's gonna just lay really consistently, and you don't have to even necessarily have like a glass front on your frame if you don't want to. I did a video where I demoed and linked to some different ideas and products you could use for displaying mini sets. I'll link that video below if you're interested to kind of dive into that more. But in short, I feel like mini sets, a set like this would be really cute to put in. I like the cheap picture frames you can get from IKEA. You could do different colors, but just a white one is a really nice clean look, and you can get them for like, you can go to the dollar store, get them for $1, like a 4x6 frame or a 5x7 frame. You can measure it. I've even, because it's such a rough cut edge anyway, I've even trimmed the sides down to a more standard frame size if it doesn't fit what I have or have in mind. These also work in a photo album. I know Add More Zest, the YouTube channel Add More Zest, has tons of cute ideas and even like storage ideas and display ideas in albums for different kinds of sets. And that can be a really cute way to display, especially if you're a collector and have lots of these and want to work on and kind of have them all cutely organized. This is really great for something like that. The glue was fine. It was good. I can't figure out if some of the placement issues were, I feel like probably was mostly me because I was just kind of like, yeah, let's get through this. But the glue seems fine. None of the drills like came off or anything like that. The drills overall were mostly good. There were a couple of trash prone colors, but I had so much left over in all of these colors. They were staticky. That's really common with drills that are in resealable bags like this. You can use a dryer sheet to help combat static. That's my favorite go-to. Let me take a look at my notes really quick. I really like mini sets like this for travel. I've actually diamond painted with sets like these on a plane where I've packed this box. I've taken out the standard toolkit that they include, and I am able to fit in a tray, like a bigger tray, a more ergonomic pen, even some putty and wax, and then I have everything I need to work on my diamond painting just in my box. It fits in my carry-on, and I can diamond paint on an airplane tray, so it's travel friendly. I also find these sets to be very beginner friendly and like gift friendly. I think especially the Pretty Little Gem ones, I think the presentation is prettier than the Diamond Art King. The Pretty Little Gem ones, it's more like brightly colored branding. The Diamond Art King being like the black boxes, it looks sharp-ish, but I like the brighter, happier branding that Pretty Little Gem has now. So they're very giftable in that sense, and good for someone that you're like, they're crafty, I think they might like diamond painting, why don't I give them this and see what they think, you know? And it's also, I generally feel like it's also a great way to take a break between bigger canvases. If you're in the middle of a really big project and feeling burnt out, putting the big project away and instead pulling out a mini kit and getting the satisfaction of some completed diamond paintings really quickly is sometimes what I am looking for. Apparently it wasn't this time, but in the past it has been. So I'm just going to mention that it might be that for you, and I'm sorry if you struggle like me and that's not the case, but often it is. And I think that's kind of a good summary of this one is, depending on what you're looking for and the mood that you're in, I think you'll really love this. If there are certain things that are deal breakers for you, like if the canvas finishing would be a deal breaker for you, then maybe it's not for you. But overall, I just feel like it's nice that we get these very neatly charted minis where you can really clearly tell what they are. There's gorgeous colors, really clear patterns, like even like the swirls in this dress were so cleanly done. It's a solid product, especially for the price. $19.99. In my opinion, that's a really good price for something like this. And that's before any sales. Now, some of their other mini set themes I think were more expensive. It kind of varied. But that's how much this one was running when I checked. And I feel like that's a pretty solid price point. So I'll go ahead and link this set below if you want to go and take a look. Not an affiliate link, just a direct link you can check out. And overall, like, would I buy from them again? And would I recommend buying from them? Yes and yes. If they have a theme that I love, which they have several I'm kind of eyeing actually, then yeah, I would buy from them again. And if I'm in the right mood to work on one, yes, I would work on one again. And so that would be my suggestion to you is, if it looks like something you would enjoy, I think that the value personally is there. What you're paying for what you're getting, I think that it's a solid value. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you tried out this company, whether that was when they started as Diamond Art King or now that they're Pretty Little Gem? And or is this a company that you do want to go and check out now that you've seen some of them completed? And what are your thoughts? Are you agreeing with me about any or all of this, or noticing things that I missed, or disagreeing with what I've said? I welcome all of your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. But I'm gonna let you go, you guys. I'll have a link of post reviews and a playlist that you can find below if you want to see more kits that I've reviewed from a variety of different companies. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I unbox and review a variety of different shops here on my channel, as well as do tutorials and how-tos related to diamond painting, and I also do weekly whip and chats and would love to have you here as part of my community. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I hope you're doing very well. Happy crafting, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.